As soon as the question is asked, that fear breezes in. Trust me, I've been there. If I say no, what will my boss or client think? You want them to feel that you're doing a good job and serving them well. You have to say yes, right? Wrong. Hey there, I'm Lindsay, a consultant who has worked at companies like Disney and Nike, and this is Corporate from My Couch, where I share leadership best practices and insights to help you show up with strength and confidence in the workplace. Saying no is flat out not easy. I know I've struggled with it my fair share. I'm curious, when was the last time you said yes when your gut wanted you to say no? What did it feel like? Let me know in the comments below. The truth is, if we say yes to everything, we dilute our ability to give our best effort to all our tasks. Because our time is fixed with only 24 hours in the day, we could only take on so many projects with so much work. Things will eventually slip, whether that's in our ability to deliver our products and solutions on time or the quality of our work. For your career, there are actually benefits in saying no, and I learned this the hard way. Early on in my consulting career, I was so eager to learn as much as I could about anything and everything. Because of this hunger, I said yes to every opportunity out there. Later, I learned that some leaders had a perception of me that I didn't know what I was doing. I had no direction. Now, while I thought my eagerness and desire to learn was a positive thing, it was being perceived that I wasn't being thoughtful and deliberate in my decisions to obtain the type of work I wanted. Had I picked my yeses more thoughtfully, leaders would have been able to see what direction I wanted to go in and help guide me there. This story is a perfect example of what you might have already heard before. The more sparingly you say yes, the more powerful they become. There is a book, Essentialism, that I would highly recommend that speaks more deeply into this topic. So now we can agree, it's time to start adding no more to our vocabulary. How you do this, though, is key. When you say no to a boss or a client, the word no should never be at the end of the sentence. For example, let's say your client asks, hey, I'm going to need those deliverables by tomorrow instead of Friday. Can you do that? Our response here should not be, nope, sorry, no can do. We need to let the client in on our decision-making process, which should ultimately guide them to not only understand why we're saying no, but actually getting them to agree with the situation. Something like, Bill, I'd love to get those deliverables to you by tomorrow. However, if I do that, I'll need to eliminate the editing process, which might make for a few errors in the final proof. Is that a step you're comfortable cutting with the risk to the end result? Notice a few things in this response. 1, no wasn't even said. You can say no without even using the word. Pretty cool, huh? 2, the answer walks the client through the steps of the process that you have to take in order to have a final and successful result. And finally, you're inviting the client back into the decision-making process while making the risks to the end result known. This is a skill top consultants leverage all the time, and it's one you should start using right now. If you liked this video on how to say no, do me a favor and give it a like or even subscribe to this channel so that you'll be able to be notified when I share more leadership best practices and insights. And if you're interested in any one-on-one coaching or leadership development experiences, reach out to me by using the link in the description below. See you next time.